The manhunt for a multiple murderer. His victims, 4 police officers sitting innocently in a coffee shop preparing for work. Those officers have been identified as 39-year-old Sergeant Mark Renninger. He is survived by a wife, 2 daughters, and a son. 37-year-old Officer Ronald Owens survived by a daughter. 42-year-old Officer Greg Richards sleeps behind a wife and 3 children. And 40-year-old Officer Tina Griswold, wife and mother of 2, who also has ties to the Inland Northwest. The man accused of murdering those 4 officers remains on the loose at this hour. Overnight, police thought they had Maurice Clemens cornered, but he is still a fugitive. As the community reels from the vicious crime, police and civilians alike are stunned that the suspect was not behind bars. KXLY4 Sally Showman is live in the newsroom with Clemens' shocking criminal history. Sally?
Clemens has a long criminal record in Arkansas and Washington dating back decades. He received a 95-year sentence for a crime spree in Arkansas back in 1989. His offenses ranged from robbery to burglary and possession of a firearm at school. He wasn't supposed to be released until 2015 at the earliest, but then Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee granted him clemency in 2000. Clemens returned to prison in 2001 on a robbery charge. He received a 10-year sentence, but was released from prison in 2004. He moved to Washington state while on parole and was arrested earlier this year on rape of a child and assault of an officer charges. But once again, he was released from jail just last week when he posted a $150 bond. Now an all-out manhunt is underway to find this man so many believe should never have left prison in the first place.
Officers have been crisscrossing the Seattle area, chasing one lead after another, hoping to find Maurice Clemens.
He is our suspect. We are not looking for anybody else. He's no longer a person of interest. He's our suspect.
Police say Clemens was shot by one of the officers yesterday and that they've been following his blood trail and sightings. Police surrounded a house in Seattle's Leschi neighborhood for 12 hours last night and into this morning. He got away.
We're not absolutely certain he was ever inside the house. We just know he was at the house.
There's medics standing by, and we don't know how we're going to find him. He may be deceased from his gunshot wound. That's yet to be determined.
This as mourners flock to the scene of the deadliest attack on law enforcement in Washington's history. Flowers, cards, now outside of Forza Coffee Company, the place where investigators say Maurice Clemens killed 4 police officers preparing to start their Sunday shift.
It's just sad, and I can't imagine. I mean, these are fathers, wives, mothers, good people, and it's just such a tragedy.
Witnesses say the gunman flat out executed 2 of the officers. A 3rd officer tried to stop him, and the 4th fired at him.
One of them managed to fight his way with the suspect, fight all the way out the doorway until he was shot and died of a gunshot wound.
Investigators don't believe these 4 officers were targeted specifically.
We're getting reports that he made some comments the night before to watch the news because he was going to go kill a bunch of cops. Those people did not report that until after the incident occurred. So we believe that he was just after police officers, and unfortunately they were the 4 that were in that coffee shop when he went by and saw that they were there.
A murder warrant has been issued for Clemens, and there's a $125,000 reward offered for his capture. Live in the newsroom tonight, Sally Showman, KXLY4 HD News.